I've been sold down the river by Canon. I've been sold out with an M50 Mark II. Sold out by Canon. Whoa, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Canon, man. Boy. What can we say except, oh my God. Really? Really? We've been waiting all this time for an M50 replacement, Mark II, of this beautiful little camera here. This beautiful little thing. This lovely little thing. This excellent, in truth, little machine that we've been using for 2 years with its limitations, you know, the battery being small, the lack of physical controls. With the M62 coming out, we thought, yeah, we're going to get some of those features. Canon decided, you're not getting none. They've tweaked the autofocus. Brilliant. They've gave us a feature where you can record video vertical. Great. And that's it. The rest is exactly the same as the M50. What can I say? You know, disappointment is not the word. Annoyed, depressed, distressed, let down, feel cheated, feel horrible, feel, oh my God. In one sense, I can understand kind of why Canon has done what they've done. You've got to take into consideration the time that we're in. Coronavirus means that a lot of us, well, I speak for myself, business is like flatline. Video work, photography work, very, 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 it's way down. You know, who's got money to buy a new camera? Who's got money to be spending on these big time cameras that these companies are vying neck and neck? You know, cutting edge, bleeding edge technology. Who's got that kind of money? Who's making it? I'm sure somebody is, not me. So, you know, with the M50 being aimed at beginners, it's a beginner's camera. Yeah, it's not a professional camera, but it is can be used in a professional capacity. You know, when I'm doing events, I can put this thing around my neck, and it's so light and it's so small, it can, you know, supplement what I'm doing. You know, I can be using my big cameras, whatever lens they are. I've got this 22mm, which is a full frame 35, and it's around my neck. I can just grab it and you've seen me do it, you know, doing street photography. With this, it's just brilliant. So the M50 is, although it's a beginner camera, it can be more than that, if you know what I mean. And I've been using it in street photography, and it's been really good for me in street photography. So I feel let down, of course, that they're palming off an old M50. You know, they put Mark II on there. The Mark 50 firmware camera. Maybe that's what we should call it, because that's basically what you're doing, Canon. You're not fooling anyone. We see what you're doing. But as I said, I kind of understand it in this environment, in this COVID-19 reality that we're living in. You know, business is down. You know, profits are down. Businesses are flatlining left, right, and center. And this being Canon's best-selling mirrorless of all time, you know, because of it's a nice price. You know, I think you can get it for about 600 quid, something like that. I think I bought this for 550 quid 2 years ago. So it's a good price, you know. The man and woman off the street who wants to move up from using their phone, when they go in the shop, they're going to see this. This is what they're going to go for, because this has got street cred. Trust me, it's got reputation out there. You know, it's the best selling. People hear that. They see that. You know, so I can understand why Canon has done what they've done in that sense. If this is bringing in a certain amount of money, you know, why rock the boat? Why rock the boat? Us who are using already got the Canon M50, we're not going to upgrade. We're not going to upgrade to what Canon has put out. And even if they had put out something that we wanted, that some of us wanted, that I wanted, how many of us would actually upgrade? What percentage of people who bought the M50 would actually upgrade that? Not saying they shouldn't do that, but maybe not in this time, in this climate. Maybe it's not the right time to do it. So I can understand what they've done, disappointing as it is, but that now leaves us with decisions to make, you know. If I want to upgrade my M50, do I now just move over to my 6D Mark II? You know, this is a full frame camera. And in fact, I've been using this on the streets for the past couple of weeks, you know, alongside my M50. But I've been started using this more and more. And it's not that big. It's big, but it's not that big. I've got this, look at this vintage lens on there. Chinon 28mm, manual focus. Yeah. And the output from this full frame, you know, with this nice, beautiful lens on it, it's beautiful. It's an upgrade in comparison to the 22 crop frame. This is an upgrade. You know, they came out around about the same time. So in terms of age, they're about the same age, I think. But in what I've been doing on the street, using this is an upgrade. So Canon's kind of like forced my hand because I was waiting for the M50 Mark II. But when I think about it now, I want to go full frame. I want to bring full frame on the streets. I've wanted to do it for a while. So now they've just helped me to make that decision, you know. And the 6D2, you can get these for about £1,000, well, less than £1,000, about I see them for £900. You can use a 6D Mark I because the 6D is actually lighter than the 5D, and the 5D2 is a bit clunky. So this, thanks Canon, you've helped me to make my decision. Yeah, I could go M6 Mark II, but I'm not happy with the battery, and I'm not happy with the lack of viewfinder. Although I do shoot from the hip a lot, but I want a viewfinder. You've just helped me to make that decision. Not happy with the M50 Mark II. Not happy with what you've done, but I kind of understand it. So I'm not going to trip out over it. I'm just going to move on and start using my 6D Mark II instead. Alongside my M50. Because my M50 is not going anywhere. It's still here. Still going to use it. But I'm going to be more... You forced me. You forced my hand. Yeah? to take them bold steps. So it's kind of all good. It all works out in the end. So anyway... for the M line, as far as the M line is concerned, I suppose it is still safe because new consumers are going to go and buy that. I wouldn't be surprised if the M50 Mark II still ends up being the top-selling mirrorless camera for Canon's line. No, it will be. It's going to be. It's definitely going to be. It's not going to be the R5. That's not going to be the top seller. It's not going to be the R6. It's definitely, this is going to be the top-selling Canon mirrorless for the foreseeable future until the climate changes. Maybe even after the climate changes. But I don't know. I don't know whether I should wait now for M7 because I heard something about some M7. I'm tired with the waiting. I'm tired of the rumors and all that kind of stuff. So maybe I'll just continue rocking my 6D Mark II. Just take it from there because in truth, all the technology stuff, we don't really need it. You know, it's nice to know that you've got the cutting edge, bleeding edge or whatever it is. But in truth, we don't need it. Look, I'm using a vintage lens from back in the day. It hasn't even got autofocus on it. And if you see the images, I'm going to show you some images, not today, but my next app, I'm going to show you some images that come off of this lens. And it's made me think, why have I been using L lenses all these years? This little old school lens, I'm telling you, it's got some qualities on it that I don't see in my L lenses. So, Canon, thank you again. Thanks. You've helped us to up what we're doing and move it into another realm. And it's all good. Zoom. I've been sold down the river by Canon. And I'm not even really mad. I'm kind of glad. Ooh yeah, yeah. Ooh yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh yo yo yo. Zoom.